All right, everybody. It's Jordan again from the Stick Play Podcast. Basically, for those of you who don't know, we're a Red Wings and Blackhawks podcast, with the Chicago Blackhawks being in the playoff playing rounds this year. I want to do basically a review of all the games. So, game one happened yesterday, and yes, I know I'm late to review the game, but unfortunately, second shift sucks. So, review's kind of late, but I mean, at least it's here. So, anyway, to the review. I like the game from Chicago. I liked the offensive pressure, which they kept from the exhibition game that they played for St. Louis. So they kept the offensive pressure absolutely going. Power play looked great. I mean, yes, like I said, Chicago's power play has been lacking, in my opinion, for a while now, but it looks like they found a system that clicks for them. I liked the physicality that they played with. I liked the fact that they didn't really back off even when they took a commanding lead. I mean, they took a 4 goal lead, I believe, by the end of the first period. So it's one of those things where Chicago kept the pressure on even though they didn't have to. I mean, it's just great to see a team keep pressure. Now, there are some things that I think Chicago really, really needs to work on still. I mentioned it in the review with the St. Louis game for the exhibition, but man, defensively, again, I saw some just terrible decisions in their own zone. And I mean, just Olimata in particular making some pretty bad decisions. He's getting basically in a position behind his net where he's going to make a decision on an outlet pass, and he literally sends it right to somebody on the Oilers. So I really think that they need to improve just decision making in their own zone. Edmonton did not convert on a lot of the chances that they had, but I think that if Chicago wouldn't have been playing as well as they did offensively, that Edmonton would have won this game. Speaking of just other bad looks, Chicago really looked like they were going to fall apart the third period. I mean, they were up 6-2 at the end of the second. They scored 2 goals in the third, or Edmonton scored 2 goals in the third, and then they looked like they potentially had another one that it bounced off the post. I mean, it just, I don't know what it was, but something about Chicago's play really started to fall apart in the third period, and I don't like that. I think if they want to win, they're going to have to play a complete 60 minutes. One other thing that I did not like from Chicago was I didn't like that they were really taking some unnecessary penalties. And luckily for them, Edmonton's power play was not as good as it's been all season. It was good, but it wasn't as good as it's been. So I'd like to see them play a little bit more disciplined. Overall, I think that, it's a first game. The teams are feeling each other out. They're getting an idea for how pacing's going to work, stuff like that. So I think that it was okay from Chicago's end. Yes, I thought, offensively it was fine, but defensively, still, they have to make better decisions, in my opinion. Um, if I was going to pick a star player from the game, it's got to be Dominic Kubalik. I mean, the kid just absolutely was on fire that game. 3 assists by the end of the first period, plus goals. I mean, he's a rookie and he's already putting up these great numbers. So, I mean, I liked what I saw from him. But anyway, yeah, it's just a quick review of the game, my impressions of the game. We're going to try to have reviews of the other games in the series moving forward. So, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to our podcast or our content, feel free to give us a like or a follow, whatever the social media currency is of your choice on your platform. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube now, we're on Twitter. So, there are a couple ways that you can find us. So, I'll put links to them down in the description. And with all that being said, thank you guys for watching.